What's up everyone, Art here, and today I'm working on one of my favorite Subaru chassis and installing one of my favorite upgrades. It's the Overtake Hi-Lift Hood Struts for the 03 to 08 Forester. I'm going to tell you exactly why I love this upgrade so much, but first let's unbox it and see what we've got inside. We should have the brackets and hardware right here, and then the struts themselves, nicely packaged. And this is what they look like with the Overtake logo right there. Here's the kit all laid out. It's going to be a pretty simple install. I'm going to go over the car and show you exactly how we're going to put it in and why I love this mod so much. As far as tools, you're just going to need a couple simple things. Ratchet with a 12 and a 13 mil, and then a wrench, 12 mil as well. That's all the tools you're going to need for this install. Now let me show you, on this generation of Forester, you didn't get any hood struts from the factory. You just got the hood prop here. And as you can tell from the side, there's still a ton of room for this hood to go up. In fact, I'm gonna grab my tape measure and get a little measurement from the hood latch to the top of the hood here, about 43 inches. That way we have some comparison once we put the Overtake Hi-Lift struts in, just how much more room we have and how much more light gets into this engine bay. Okay, I'm gonna start on the fender side. I didn't mention you need a 10 mil, but everyone has one of those unless you've lost it. I've got mine right here, so let's loosen the first bolt. You'll notice that our kit has two different size studs. You're gonna wanna use the smaller one in my left hand here for the fender side. And that'll thread right in. And then we just use our 12 mil to tighten her up. Now we move on to the hood side, and we can loosen the two bolts that are on the hood hinge. In order to make things easier, we put a slot at the bottom of this bracket so you don't have to take the bottom one all the way off. You can see it slots in right there. And then all you're gonna wanna do is grab the new hardware that we provided and put that in. It does help to have a second person, but it's definitely not impossible to do it by yourself the same way that I'm doing it right now. Before we can install the strut, we just have to put on the stud. It's going to be facing the fender, and then the locking nut's going to go on the inside here. So that is a 13 millimeter and the 12 on the stud side. The last thing we have to do on this side is put the strut in itself, and this is super easy. It just clicks right in on the hood side. And then I want to show you the difference between what it looks like with the hood prop, which is right about there, to where it's going to be once we lock the bottom side of the strut in. Well, I've got my measuring tape out. Let's see what the difference was between stock and aftermarket. We were at 43 before, and now we're at 63 inches to the hood latch. So a significant difference between OEM and the Overtake Hi-Lift struts. All that's left to do is to install the passenger side. And just like that, we are all done with the hood strut install. Now, there are a couple of reasons why this is one of my favorite mods. First of all, you get rid of the hood prop, so you're not knocking into it while you're trying to work. And the hood at OEM level right here doesn't really give you good exposure to work on the downpipe, turbo, intercooler area. You're always kind of ducking underneath it. So you have all of the space now. You could really just pull the engine out if you needed to. Now, the other big difference is all this natural light that we're getting in here, especially in a garage like mine where the lighting is right above the top. At OEM level, it's always shadowed. With it up at this height, it is perfect. You could see everywhere in this, so you could do your maintenance and modifying really easily now. So if you guys have an 03 to 08 Forester or really any other generation of Subaru, we have high-lift hood strut options for you. I'm gonna put a link for these down in our bio, and you can hop on overtakeusa.com to pick up one for your fitment. And also, if you guys are enjoying what we're doing here, the parts that we're making and the content that we're making, make sure you follow us at Overtake USA on all of our social medias. I'll see you guys in the next video.